Alrighty, it is time for Duelist Kingdom action, and in this one we've got Serenity going up against Bonz. Bonz took on Joey during the Duelist Kingdom anime, which Joey did get the win, with the inspiration of his little sister after Tristan threw the wallet over to Joey. In this one, Serenity is looking to upset Bonz herself. So last time they played, I'm pretty sure Serenity did beat Bonz when Serenity did that old Duelist Kingdom run. However, Bonz's deck is a little bit improved. Serenity's deck is relatively the same as before, so it may be a bit of a closer match this time. We will soon find out. Serenity has drawn, that's actually a pretty good starting hand. Aquamador is good defensively, and Water Omonyx is a 1400. If that can stay on the field, Serenity could get an early Wingweaver out here, which is a 2750. Oh, Ghoul with an Appetite, 1600 from Bonz in reply to the battle phase. It looks like he will go in for an attack. He will be met with 2000 defense of Aquamador. Bonz will lose 400 points, but 1600, it's going to prevent Serenity from throwing anything else down and being able to keep it on the field, which is very fortunate for Bonz. Wingweaver at 20, so at 2750. That would be very difficult for Bonz to take down offensively. In fact, he would probably have to use Offerings to the Doomed. Serenity, oh, Banner of Courage. Good card for her as well. It's to symbolize the courage she showed during her eye operation. Banner of Courage will give 200 points to all of your monsters during your battle phase. Only during the battle phase though. As Poison Mummy is flipped up, 1800 defense plus another 500 from the effect. Serenity loses a few more points. 7300 playing 7600. Bonz's turn here. 1800 is a solid defense for him as well. However, Serenity won't be able to keep Water Omotics on the field, so Wingweaver still lurking in Serenity's hand but unable to get to the field just as of yet. Serenity is now down to 7100. It's Negate Attack, and that is a super useful card. Serenity can she can throw Negate Attack down, she can use it, and on the following turn she can get Wingweaver to the field. She's thrown down to 1400 in Water Magician. Bonz may see that as a bit sus. He may think it's a Mask of Weakness. Even that would have been another card that could have helped as well. Bonz has thrown down another defense, and okay, he is going in for the attack, and Serenity will activate Negate Attack. She will be able to pull off a Wingweaver on the next turn. Oh, 7 Tools of the Bandit from Bonz, so that was his face down spell or trap, and how handy it is to get rid of that Negate Attack, because if Water Magician stayed on the field, we would be seeing Wingweaver on the next turn. So Bonz holding here, 6900 against 6600 though. Bonz did have to pay 1000 points to use that 7 Tools of the Bandit, but he must have known Serenity wanted something good on the field. She has just drawn the Dark Witch. Aquamador's been tributed, and now 2000 attack with Banner of Courage. Usually 1800, but it has got rid of Ghoul with an Appetite, so Bonz now... Okay, he does still have Poison Mummy, however 1800 defense won't be able to sustain itself, not with Banner of Courage on the field, so could be seeing Bonz here. Maybe this match is about to turn around. And oh, Bonz has gone for a tribute himself and a face down defense. He does have a few 5-stars. He does have Crawling Dragon, Zanki, Pumpkin the King of Ghosts, Patrician of Darkness, but you wouldn't play that in defense. Serenity has drawn Monster Reborn, and she's played it straight away. Water Omotics has been brought back, but either way it doesn't matter. We know what she's going to go for here. 2750, which is a massive amount of attack power. Very few stronger than it that will be in this tournament with base attack, unless we're talking about some fusions. But if it's just normal monsters, Tri-Horned Dragon, Cosmo Queen, and the Blue Eyes White Dragon itself, I believe, are the only monsters that are stronger than Wingweaver. from base attack. A couple of fusions are up there. The 5-headed dragon, of course, Blue Eyes Ultimate, Black Skull, etc. Of which Black Skull is in Joey's deck now. We put in Versago the Destroyer, so he can fuse his Red Eyes with Versago, and he can make the Red Eyes the Black Skull Dragon. 1600 now becomes 1800, 2950 on Wingweaver. Skull Servant destroyed, and Bonz's defenses are all gone. Serenity looking for life point damage on the next turn. She's got Dark Lord Marie there as well, and she does have Goddess with the third eye, so if Serenity draws Polymerization, she can summon the Saint Joan, which is a 2800. So Serenity does have some hard-hitting monsters in her deck if she can get them. There's Mystical Elf. Mystical Elf and Curtains of the Dark Ones. I think that makes Camion Wizard a 1300 fusion. It's not in Serenity's deck, but just to point out some of the more useless cards of what you would consider it to be in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In fact, they were pretty useless back then as well. 2950 off Bonz. However, special summoning was a luxury in this day and age of Yu-Gi-Oh! You had to earn your special summon. You had to work for it. Defense from Bonz, and it could just be all academic from here. He's just thrown down Monster Reborn. And Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. That's a 2000 defense, so that will have to draw the attack of Wingweaver. Serenity has drawn Duname's the Dark Witch, her 1800 beat stick. She's looking very good here. Mystical Elf has just been flipped up. So upon battle phase, Bonz has only got 3,250 life points left. Pumpkin the King of Ghosts destroyed by Wingweaver. Either way, Serenity can't knock off the rest of Bonz's life points on this turn. That was Magical Ghost that was just destroyed. So Bonz is going to go into the next turn with 450 life points and probably not going to be able to defend against this much. He has played the Wandering Mummy. It's a 1500. Can also put itself down into defense mode. So it's a bit of a useful card, actually. Wandering Mummy, a newer addition for Bonz's deck. It's destroyed the Mystical Elf, but I think it was just to take one more pot shot at Serenity. However, Bonz will not be able to fend off the attacks on this turn. Soul of the Pura by Serenity, and put her back up to 7,000 life points. Now she can actually win this with Queen's Double. She can attack around Bonz's defenses. Queen's Double can attack directly. Doesn't though. She goes in for the Wandering Mummy, avenges the Mystical Elf, and decides to finish it with Queen's Double anyway. 550 off Bonz. Serenity has taken the first match in a competitive one. Serenity's defense held early. Bonz's attacks couldn't get through, so let's flip the perspective on this one, and we will watch from Bonz's hand. So Serenity and Bonz. Oh, Gravekeeper's Curse. Speaking of, I was live a little bit yesterday. Was using the Gravekeeper's deck quite thoroughly. It's one of the worst Gravekeeper's monsters, I would say. Gravekeeper's Curse. 500 points of damage when it's summoned. I think it's only an 800 though. So not one of the stronger Gravekeeper's monsters, but still has its place in the deck. I think I have actually won a duel or two using that 500 point effect to get over the opponent. The All-Seeing White Tiger is how Serenity starts off this one. Bonz started off with the defense of what was only a Skull Servant. So pay a little bit of homage to that skull that he was scared of in the anime when he fell, threw it in the air, and Bandit Keith's like, what do you get scared of, Bonz? Some musty old skull? Well, the All-Seeing White Tiger is a 1300. Bonz has Clown Zombie, which is a 1350. Bonz activates Mystical Space Typhoon, takes a pot shot at one of those face downs. It's destroyed. It was Thunder of Ruler. They've been able to stop Bonz's battle phase, but Serenity didn't activate it. 1350 for Clown Zombie. That will be able to get over All-Seeing White Tiger. No, Wabakoob is played by Serenity, so Bonz will not be able to destroy All-Seeing White Tiger. Potentially, maybe Serenity then has something she can tribute in her hand, unless she just wants to keep her All-Seeing White Tiger on the field. And Kanan the Swords Mistress, 1400 attack. That will get over Clown Zombie. It'll do 50 points of damage to Bonz, and now another 1300 from All-Seeing White Tiger. So that'll put Bonz down to 6650. Alright, what does Bonz have? He does have Magical Ghost. It does have 1400 defense, so that will be able to fend off Kanan. There's Wandering Mummy, which, Bonz didn't play it. It's a 1500 attack. That. No, he's just moved his cursor onto it. He may have got a little bit overzealous there. Played before he really took into consideration what he drew. Unless he looked at it and thought it was Poison Mummy or something. I don't know. I'm not the one playing. However, the 1400 defense has actually managed to hold. Serenity only played Amazon of the Seas. This time Bonz does play Wandering Mummy. So at 1500 attack, so he's kept Magical Ghost in defense mode there, which stays at 1400. So it's not like any of Serenity's monsters can destroy it. Meanwhile, Serenity she needs to draw something to attack back with, otherwise Bonz will start picking those defenses off. Serenity goes with a face down defense. Now Bonz does have a stop defense. He used that in the anime to great effect against Joey, although it was a permanent trap card. So, well, there it is, stop defense. However, the stop defense card does only work for one turn. Mech Mole Zombie placed in defense. Now Wandering Mummy has flipped back face up, and now Magical Ghost has also come into attack mode here. Okay, there goes the All-Seeing White Tiger, 200 points off Serenity, and now Magical Ghost will be able to knock off the Spirit of the Harp, sending Serenity down to 7200 and leaving her with just Amazon of the Seas. Amazon of the Seas is part of a fusion in Serenity's deck. One of the cards in the fusion is Zone Eater, which isn't actually in the game. So Serenity would have to use the Goddess with the third eye to actually be able to summon it. It is Aqua Dragon. It needs Fairy Dragon, Amazon of the Seas, and Zone Eater. So it's a difficult fusion to make. Oh, double destruction. Serenity used the Amazon of the Seas, sacrificed it to destroy the Magical Ghost. She's got Fairy of the Fountain at 1600. There's a Sword of Dark Destruction for Bonz, he hasn't got anything here. He's activated One Day of Peace, so no life point damage is going to be able to be done for at least a little bit. As we see, Bonz's fusion pile was Skelgon and a Great Mammoth of Goldfine. Aqua Dragon, as I was talking about before, does have a very special place with me for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses. Aqua Dragon was an extremely busted card in that. Fairy of the Fountain tributed for the Beautiful Beast Trainer, 1750. It's a bit of a... Well, it's a card that's no longer considered any use, with it being a normal monster, and it's 1750. But only in a tournament like this would you be able to see it come to the field and get a win. However, Bonz has just drawn the Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. And that can be equipped with Sword of Dark Destruction, so I guess one of its growth tentacles can hold on to that sword. But yes, it is only dark monsters. Believe it or not, Curse of Dragon can hold Sword of Dark Destruction. Well, we never claimed that Yu-Gi-Oh made any sense, but it is funny when you think about it. It's like the fact that in Pokemon, Dragonite can't learn Mega Punch in Gen 1, despite its big bulky arms. Serenity has gone with a defense. Bonz has drawn Call of the Haunted, a staple card that he used in the anime. Call of the Haunted brought all of his cards back as zombies. It had its own rule set in the anime, of course, but it gave Joey a lot of problems in the anime. He had to use his red eyes to destroy the Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. And then, with the effect of Shield and Sword, is how Joey got it done in the end. A Call of the Haunted. It's a useful card. Bonz doesn't activate it just yet. Serenity's played a face down spell or trap and now a face down defense. And it looks like Bonz might be starting to hit back here. There's Blackland Fire Dragon, part of fusion material. It's for Skelgen, Blackland Fire Dragon, and the Snake Hair. The Snake Hair is also the fusion material in the other one for Great Mammoth of Goldfine. That's Snake Hair and Dragon Zombie. You'd think Great Mammoth of Goldfine would have had Mammoth Graveyard, but no. I mean, on Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, a dinosaur with a zombie would make you Mammoth Graveyard. If it was under 1200, I think. If it's 1200 or over, it would go to Great Mammoth of Goldfine. Or was it always? Was it just a zombie and a dinosaur? Sorry, not dragon. Zombie and dinosaur under 1200. Oh, I don't remember. I'd have to check that again next time I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I don't remember if under 1200 would fuse into Mammoth Graveyard, zombie and a dinosaur, if it just went straight to Great Mammoth of Goldfine. Monster Reborn, played by Serenity. She's got nothing on the field. It looks like Bonz might pick up this second match. She's just brought back the beautiful Beast Trainer. And, oh, G-Name's the Dark Witch. Okay, so she had a backup attacker. Or she may have even just recently drawn it, but it will be able to get rid of two of Bonz's offensive attackers here. He hasn't got really any other cards in his hand. Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, may be stronger here. However, Serenity just took out two of Bonz's main attackers. Oh, Master Kionshi. Great pull for Bonz, 1750. Matches the power of the beautiful Beast Trainer. Oh, Bonz goes straight in for an attack. Doesn't even hesitate on it. Destroys them both. G-Name's a Dark Witch under attack. And we're back in the scenario we were before. Serenity is staring down Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, at 2200. Now she's got 3 cards in her hand. And, oh, she's played Polymerization. Okay, what has she got? It would, with what she's already played, it would have to be St. Joan, surely. It is. Goddess with the Third Eye has been used, along with the Forgiving Maiden. And St. Joan is going to come down to the field. It's 2800. The other fusions that Serenity has, one is Aqua Dragon, and the other one is... Oh, what was it? What is Serenity's other fusion? Oh, is it Mystical Sand? Okay, Bonz has thrown down Uranzo, the MVP. If you know, you know. Why Uranzo got gifted the title of MVP. Okay, now to clarify, that the other fusion in Serenity's fusion pile is Empress Judge, which is oh, there's Dragon Zombie, 0 defense, but not much more Bonz can do here. Empress Judge is Queen's Double and Hibakim, which is it's a 2100. But it's just another option that Serenity does have. And a card that we rarely ever see anymore is the Empress Judge. It was quite a staple back in the in the early games. It was quite a prominent card. Bonz has drawn Offerings to the Doomed, which isn't bad. However, it's not going to do him any good. St. John's gone. The reason why that's not going to do Bonz any good is because it does stop his draw phase. He's just drawn it at the wrong time because he's only got 2,600 life points. 14 and 14 is 28, so Bonz isn't going to be able to get to draw another card here, so he is going to run out of life points. That's a shame. If Bonz just had a few more points, he may have been able to get through another turn, and we may have been able to see him have one last shot, but it looked like Serenity was done and dusted in this one, but she's really made a comeback. I mean, it was that fusion of St. Joan that did it, but she utilised the remainder of the cards in her hand to do it at that time. There's Mystical Space Typhoon. Bonz's polymerization is destroyed. However, so are the rest of his life points. As kitty cat in Serenity's deck, because I would assume that she likes cats. Alright, Serenity is up 2-0. She is playing for a bonus point. Bonz, he struggled in the last tournament, but he did have some pretty good matches. And, I mean, Bonz hasn't been absolutely smashed. That second match was a marathon. And Bonz very nearly picked it up. It's just Serenity got lucky on that last, or near that last turn, and drew that polymerization. Without that polymerization, she wouldn't have won. She wouldn't have been able to get 2,200 on the field. Spell Power Mastery. Is that what you get in Harry Potter when you've mastered Wingardium Leviosa? It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Okay, starting hand for Serenity is the Forgiving Maiden. She's got Water Pond there as well. Doriado and Water Omotics. She's also got a Mystical Space Typhoon, which is quite useful as well. Bonz had started off with 2 cards face down and a face down defense. There's polymerization. Serenity's got the Unforgiving Maiden there as well. She's very nearly got St. Joan again. She's thrown down Mystical Space Typhoon and once again has hit Thunder of Ruler. Or was that Bonz that hit that last time? I think that might have been Bonz in the last match, but we see the same play. Water Omotics in for an attack on Uranzo the MVP, which I believe may have been the first monster that Bonz played in the last match as well. Water Omotics is 14. Was that the first card Serenity played in the last match as well? It's like deja vu. Blackland Fire Dragon now 1,500. Part of the Skelgon fusion along with the Snake Hair. There goes Water Omotics, and Uranzo the MVP will have a direct attack here. 1,300 off Serenity. She's down to 6,500. Bonz at 8,000 still. Serenity draws, Witch of the Black Forest. She's played the Forgiving Maiden. That's not a bad move though. She can, it'll give her 2,000 defense, allowing Serenity to protect her life points. She could set down Witch of the Black Forest next, and she can pull the other fusion material. 500 points off of Bonz, 2,000 defense holds. Offerings to the Doomed. That is not what Serenity wanted to see. However, with Bonz having Offerings to the Doomed, if Serenity did fuse by playing Witch of the Black Forest first and pulling fusion material for St. Joan, she would be in a lot of trouble. 1,500 or less defense, so that could be Dark Lord Marie. So Serenity may have actually avoided catastrophe there by playing the Forgiving Maiden first. Bonz used the Offerings to the Doomed, I guess, to get the Forgiving Maiden off the field, because it is fusion material, and I guess 2,000 defense. Witch of the Black Forest is destroyed. Now Bonz has 2 1,500s and a 1,300. As we look through Serenity's deck, there's a few names: Dark Witch, Beautiful Beast Trainer, that's 5 stars. Dunames is 4. Having a bit of a think about it. Dunames. Oh, she's gone for Fairy of the Fountain. I believe that... Well, she never stopped on Dunames. I think that may have been... She may have missed it. Dunames, but either way, Fairy of the Fountain is still 1600, so that can get over Bonz's current field. So she may still be alright there. There's Kanan the Swords Mistress. It's at 1400. Fairy of the Fountain has come to the field with its 1600 attack. It will be able to get over Bonz's monsters unless he's got Mask of Weakness. It's not Mask of Weakness, but it is Negate attack. So Fairy of the Fountain's attack has been negated, as in the card description of Negate attack, of it negating attacks. Bonz, oh, he's out of cards in his hand. He's thrown down a defense, and Bonz has shifted everything to defense mode. Zanki's got 1700 defense, which is more than Serenity's current attack. I say she must have just missed Dunames being in her hand, but either way. She does have Dark Witch Share as well. She can tribute. She's played Kanan though. So Kanan, well, that can hit Blackland Fire Dragon. It's only got 800 defense. May have actually been more strategic there for Bonz to just leave that in attack mode because of its poor defense. Either way, Uranzo, the MVP, was also hit. Bonz now 1 card in hand. And Shard of Greed. He'll have to wait 2 turns, but he's got nothing in his hand. There's Aqua Mador. And Serenity has just called forth the Dark Witch, 1800. So 1600 and 1800. So Dunames will at least be able to get over Zanki here. Not Dunames, Dark Witch. Gets over Zanki. Fairy of the Fountain gets over Corroding Shark. So Bonz, who he's put Serenity down to 2400 life points. Bonz is still at 7500. And it now looks like Serenity may be in for a comeback. Bonz has run out of options for attacking. Serenity has managed to hold off everything Bonz threw. And this is going to be a massive loss of life points. 1800, 1600 is, what, 3400 plus 12 is 4600 altogether. It's going to leave Bonz with 2900, and just like that, this match has completely turned around. Bonz, who had pretty much been in the driver's seat for the whole match, has just had this one completely flipped on its head. Shard of Greed is activated. Bonz will draw 2 cards, and this will be his last play. He must get something down on the field now. It is the Snake Hair. And straight to the battle phase. Maybe nothing good for Bonz here. There goes Doriado. Bonz might get another turn in here, unless Serenity draws something with strength. And, there's Dunames the Dark Witch. The monster she didn't pull earlier, but it has come to the front of the deck on this turn. And I do believe that will actually put Bonz over on life points. It will. 18 and 16 is 3400. Well, it was a hell of an effort from Bonz. He was in the driver's seat all this match, and he was never really out of the other 2, but Serenity, believe it or not, has won 3-0 in what was a great match, nearly half an hour. Back and forth, and a great comeback win for Serenity to secure her first bonus point. So she's defeated Bonz 3-0. Having a look at the matches coming up ahead, Johnny Steps and Kyber should be a comedic one. Rebecca and Mai should be a hell of a contest. Marek and Chumley, Keith and Taya, Ishizu and Chaz, Alexis and Rex Raptor, Cyrus and Weevil, Axel against the Paradox Brothers, Yugi and Pegasus, that's always a good one, Tristan and Bakura, Mokuba, Don Zalug, Big Five and Bastion. So we're going to see a few matches that you just never thought that you would see, which is again why I love this tournament. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and as always, thanks for leaving the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.